Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Naval Dreadnoughts, where we're going to refit the Hydras. I know they actually had a relatively recent refit, so it might seem like a weird choice, but we can get Mark V guns for them, which is pretty important. Yes, that's what I was worrying about. Those secondaries aren't going to work anymore. I could go down single guns, but I think the easiest thing to do is to just use some 3-inch guns instead. That'll perform the function of shooting up transports and stuff. It'll also save some weight, which we're going to need. So they do go from no radar to Gen 2. I'm going to take off the RDF to save some weight, because we want auto 2 loaders. We also want triple base. Modern 2 armor. I don't need to fiddle around with the armor at all, do I? Conning tower could be a bit larger. Why are they using induced boilers? I'm swapping you to a diesel. Gives me a little bit more range. It does make them a lot more expensive. Well, actually, no, not that much more expensive. Yeah, let's go diesel. Yeah, the fuel's not that light. Okay, still a decent upgrade. It's not quite what I was hoping for. These turrets are just so heavy. Well, alright. Fine. I'll save that. I'll get them refitting. And then I need to think about what else to build. We do have the large cruiser. Large cruiser could be interesting. I'm just not sure what to equip it with. Huh. Well, don't see this too often when you're playing the great game. Sure. A conquest mission against Ghana, of all places. They must have rebelled at some point. I have a fleet of ships over here to keep an eye on the Japanese, who I did manage to get to trigger a war with, and then they went, no. So I will send some ships over there. We should have some battleships around. A lot of them are in Constantinople. Porto and Lisbon. Perfect. They don't need escorts. We can just do gunboat diplomacy. Yeah, sure. I don't mind picking up a free province. Yeah, politics-wise, not much going on. There really isn't. There hasn't been for ages. The game's kind of settled into this. Nobody wants to have a go at us. But look at our economy. This long period of peace has rocketed us into second place in economy. And I think we have the largest fleet at 2 million tons. So I'm ready. I'm like, yeah, let's conquer the world. But people are like, nah, we don't really need to do that. So it's tricky. But I'll do my best to stir up some trouble. I'm waiting on 14-inch Mark V's so that I can do a refit of, well, all of our 14-inch armed battleships. And then when we get the 15s, we can do the rest of the battleships, apart from the Zadrias. which we can do when we get the 16-inch guns, and then finally get the 18s. Yeah, so there's a whole bunch of refits to be done. And then once I've done all of that, it probably would be wise to go through and do all of the small ships to get them radar and stuff. But, yeah, all that's fairly tedious, long-term stuff. But I would like to get a start on it. I do want some large cruisers, but I want more gun options. I want at least the option of a 14 for those as well. So they're a bit on the back burner for now. Okay, I now have the 14-inch Mark V gun. So back to refitting. Believe it or not, it is 10 years since I refitted these ships. Jeez. Yeah, it's very slow for me. I know these episodes are quite short, and I apologise for that. But, yeah, the truth of it is, when I'm doing this, that, yeah, basically it takes me, oh my god, those are big. It takes a long time to record an episode where I'm at peace, because I'm just ending the turn a lot. Bloody hell, I'm not even sure I have a barbette even close to that size. Medium 4, I think, is the widest one I get access to. Look how fucking huge they are. There is another option. I lose a little bit of accuracy, but yeah, I'm going to go for it. Screw that. We're going to go 14-inch AB quad. I never use quad guns, or hardly ever use quad guns, I should say. But now I'm going to. We're going to shorten them as well, because those are too long. 55s, sure. That's still a pretty long weapon. And by shortening the barbette, we save a lot of weight, which is great, because we can put that into radar-controlled guns, into auto-loaders for the turret. 1.34 rounds per minute, that's perfect. Triple base. We can get modern armor. We can get the improved fuel. These will probably greatly benefit from being on diesel. Shaft 5. What's my flash fire chance? 4.2. No, I don't want to make the shells bigger. But I do want to. Let's give them a super diesel. Let's make them spacious, and let's give them maximum range. We still have weight to spare. I know I'm technically losing a barrel doing this, but they originally had 8, so I don't mind that much. Maybe their armor needs looked at? Yes, their armor needs looked at. Specifically, their deck armor, although we are now at 200%. That deck armor needs to be upped. I'm thinking 6-inch deck. And then the layer at 2.3 is an equivalent of an 18.4. So that we should only get partial penned on the deck at worst, even at very long range by a 14-inch gun. And we might be protected against something bigger. We can increase the belt layering. Oh, we should increase the turret top armor to match. And yeah, that'll do. 8 months. I guess it is a fairly significant refit, to be fair. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get those going. It's a bit of a weird choice, but especially those Russian guns are vast, unbelievably vast things compared to the French guns that we had before. Right, oh yeah, we've got plenty of room. So next would be the Salamis class. These might end up with a similar thing. I'm going to have to fix their secondaries, though. Yeah, I think these are going to have the same... We're going to have the same basic idea, but the secondaries are going to have to come off as they currently exist. These are going to have to come off. We're going to have to get a 14-inch quad. I'm actually going to move everything forwards again. Maybe not that far. I'm going to move it more to the middle. Because obviously we lost those 5-inch guns. So, coincidence, auto, loaders, to... make these 55s. Triple base. 1, 2. Oil. Diesels. Yeah. Okay. And then secondary guns. I'd like 6-inch guns, actually. Ideally. One there. And then one right behind it. Need to use the towers forward. And then back again. Sorry, there's a lot of noodling involved. And then we can have one here. Firing over the A turret for, yeah, a fixed secondary armament. There we go. We have spare displacement. Let's get a super diesel. Let us again up deck protection. Now that we are dealing with longer ranged engagements. Okay, maybe not a super diesel. Oh wow, that didn't actually change that much. Fine, keep your super diesel. Oh, 6-inch guns need armor as well. 6, 3, 3. Just lower the bar a bit. Barbette armor. It's getting. I don't like it lowering less than that. Oh, you've still got an RDF. Get rid of that. There we go. Cool. 9 months for that. And they're certainly changing in appearance. They have a nice long citadel, these things. Now, yes, we can get those going. There you go. Finally a campaign where using quad guns makes sense. It's been a long time coming. Quad guns are a lot better in dip than they are in vanilla anyway, so there's less of a reason not to use them. That's not the screen I want to go to. What was this one? Yeah, we still got some displacement remaining, enough to do the 2 Connerney class, I think. Now these are currently using twins, believe it or not. I don't need to rearrange their secondaries because they're already using the big secondaries. We might get some pretty significant weight savings on this thing. So we're going to upgrade all this. We're going to get rid of all that. We're going to get a new 14-inch gun. We're going to get rid of this junk. Put the new one there. We're going to shorten them to 55s. Going to keep those 6-inch 45s. Can move this right back. Can move these to here. Move this to here. Oh, shoot. That's not what I meant to do. And we can move this to here. And then... what was I using? This one there. Really? Right on the edge. Come on. I can move this down here, potentially. But it's not actually liking it. Maybe I should do what I did on the other ship and put them centrally, because that did work. Secondary 6 3 3. $45s. What are you talking about? There is a mount. What are you on about? You absolutely can mount there. Sometimes... yeah, there you go. That one fits. How can that one fit, but this one doesn't? Game. Well, we could do it backwards if it's going to be difficult. And by backwards, what I mean is putting this one here and then having a gun firing over the top by using this. Endless noodling, right. There we go. You can just about see out of the bridge. But yes, this is the other way around. This also is going to need the enhanced deck protection. Maybe not quite as much. Let's go for 3.3. Yeah, there we go. That looks great. Look at it. I love it. That's really cool. So much better than the Russian guns. Cool. And that'll do it for refits, I think. For now. It's, I think, all of our 14-inch armed ships. I will double check. Yeah, nothing else uses 14s. Next will be the 15s, which we do have a lot of ships to do for that. And yeah, I kind of do want to spare. I want to have a look at that large cruiser. We've got 14s and lower. It's the right time, I think. We don't want to be just having the yards taken up entirely with refits. We want to be producing new stuff as well. Although we're getting to the point where I'm probably going to stop building new stuff relatively soon. So the large cruiser, potentially very large, at 36,000 tons without messing with it. They're not fast, is the only thing. So I'm going to go straight ahead and reduce the beam and go for 34,000 tons. So we can push these things to 30 knots. So this is the same size as a Hydra, same speed as a Hydra, but it's twice as heavy. So I want to have a significant amount of Dakar. Oil, probably balanced geared turbines, given that we're pushing the speed on this ship. British towers. Those two fit pretty nicely. Cool. Yeah, 14s. Oh, of course. All of these turrets are huge. Maybe we could stick with the quads. Maybe we go quad. Because even these quad turrets are pretty chunky. We'll go for something like that. Which, to my mind, is pretty ridiculous, but, you know, it fills a niche that we don't have, I guess. But then if I'm going with 14s, and this is basically a battleship, shouldn't... I don't know. I could say, well, we've got spare 14-inch guns. Got some left over. Single funnel's enough. Because potentially we could use 15s as a cheap way of getting 15s. What was our smallest 15-inch? Yeah, it was the Heracles, which carries 9 15-inch guns. It is slightly faster, though. Well, I'll just build out the ship and see where we get to be honest. Because weight is actually an issue. So we might have to go with smaller guns anyway. Let's just not bother with an RDF. Oh, it just come with armour. Hmm. 14's the maximum on this ship, isn't it? Yeah. See, if I actually wanted to run it with a full armor, we're talking pretty crazy overweight, and a lot of it is in turrets. So. I mean, they are a large cruiser. What am I building this for? This is because I couldn't build a Hydra, which has 9 11s. We could try with triple 14s. What are we looking at if we go triple 14s? Still, see, barely any fucking difference. And they're shorter, so not triple 14s. Definitely not. We could go for a weirder caliber. We could go for 6 15-inch guns. What are we looking at with that? 103. It is before I put armor on them, though. 3%. I like this the most. This brings it in line with our other new ships, using those 15-inch guns, but using twins. 6 guns. Oh, there is another option. It's a layout I don't use often. I'm not a huge fan of it. But I could go AX triples instead of ABX twins. Same number of guns. I still have 6. But now I have 6, but I'm carrying them like that. 97% would be enough for me to get maximum bulkheads as well. It's tempting. It's a very weird ship. It's a very weird ship, and I don't even know if it'll be any good. But it is a battle cruiser, so it will get into fights with battleships and battle cruisers. It's not as fast as our other battle cruisers. It has the guns of our battleships, just not as many. I kind of see this as a second-rate battleship. It's not really a thing in this era, but this is kind of what it is. A second-rate battleship that we can spread around and have as power projection, but it isn't going to be part of the main invasion fleets. It has excellent range. Yes. Yes. I think this could do nicely for us. Now, the other nice thing about it is at only 34,000 tons, oh, we could build a massive 2 while we're doing the refits. Well, okay. Still, we're going to get two more ships. Which I'll have to come up with a name for the other one. But, yeah, why not? Increase our battlecruiser count to 14. Yes, okay. Oh, we got quite high on rest for some reason. Probably because we took this. Or possibly because I'm trying to piss off the Japanese. I should probably stop doing that. Right, I'm going to go get those ships constructed. We'll probably... I shouldn't have done that. I'm an idiot. I'm like, oh yeah, let's build them with 15-inch guns. I'm going to have to refit them. They're going to have to go through the refit process. What a fool! I can hear everybody saying in the comments it. Already, you should not... Oh, well. It's better to have them built and then have them refitted immediately they're finished. Or possibly not. And just have them fairly low priority for refitting. Just knowing that we can. Yeah, I think I'll wait for the 15s. Or what I could do, actually, I could wait for the 16s. How long are we talking? Oh, I'll see how it lines up. Well, I'll basically just try and keep the shipyards busy with refits. And I can always do the smaller ships if I need to. Welcome back to the refit of the Heracles. Now, we have a lot of these ships. So I might have to refit them in 2 batches, but the thing I'm really worried about is not having the weight to keep the layout. Now, there is an option, of course, to keep those much nicer French guns rather than swap into the new, bigger Russian ones. Same goes for the secondaries, but to be honest with secondaries, I think... We'll just go fairly minimal on those because yeah, we're probably not going to get to use them very much. Okay, we're only at 101. That's not too bad because we can swap these 2 over basically. This does add weight. But oil 2 saves weight. Don't have gas turbines. I quite like gas turbines. Drop my range. They had enhanced range. Yeah, let's drop range 1 tick. Lose the secondary battery, which is a shame. I don't like doing that. But I don't have the weight to put in a Yamato style secondary like I've been doing. Even though that would be super cool. I think I would need gas turbines or something. I'd need some other way of reducing the weight of the ship. Yeah, these things are just very, very heavy. Very heavy. But that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. These are becoming more focused ships. And they still look great. It's just, yeah, it's not quite everything I would want. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to see how many we can get refitting. Probably have to stagger it a little bit. We don't really care about money at this point, which is quite nice. We have a ludicrously good economy. Okay, so we're at 363. We have 206 in use. Divide by 54. Yeah, we're going to have to do them two at a time. 2 at a time. And we can shove them through the refit process. We'll free up some in 2 months. But I'll do all that off camera in between episodes because this episode is done with everybody loving us. And we're now the #1 economy in the world. So it's not like being at peace has been bad. We've skyrocketed to #1. It's just, yeah, I kind of want to have a go at somebody. There's still plenty of time left for that. And usually something does happen. But I think what I need to be doing is I need to be getting rid of these players. France, China, the Soviets, Japan, possibly even the Netherlands or Spain. But I think once these go, the AI is then going to go, right, well, the next person to pick on is the Netherlands, and start picking on the Netherlands. And then it's going to start picking on Spain. Because at the moment, the only... yeah, there we go. Maybe the Germans will have a go at the Dutch. And that'll give us some relation changes. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This is actually the last episode I'm going to be recording before... well, it probably will be. The last episode I record before Christmas. So this will be coming out after Christmas. I know that already. But probably close to New Year somewhere. So there might be a bit of a gap between this episode and the next one. But yeah, I'll do my best to get some fighting going because it's been a while, and the Navy needs something to do. I mean, we love building ships, but we like using them as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.